Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm Hedge. Welcome to my stage, and today we're doing something a little bit different. This is not only a painting that has nothing to do with Barney, but this is a painting that I've done for Sonic the Hedgehog, and also is the first time I've done something more traditional, I guess, even though it is digital. And what I mean by that is I'm so used to doing artwork to where it's, the standard, you do a baseline, you do a baseline, wow, you do a skeleton, then you do like the main base lines and the base color, then shading, and you're done. But this one, I wanted to try something different. My friends have always done, or I have friends that do paintings to where, there's no lines at all. And it's all smooth, it all looks beautiful. And I've always wanted to do that, but I've never really took the time to sort of figure out and learn it for myself. And I've always wanted to do it again, but I realized that with the way that I do artwork, I can technically make that happen with the same methodology that I normally use, which is of course outlining and doing like all this other stuff, filling it in, and then just removing the lines entirely. Excuse me. And that is what I wanted to try here, and I'm really proud of how it turned out, and I'm really happy that Sonic the Hedgehog was the first I was able to test this out on and have it look good, because anyone that knows me knows that Sonic has always been a huge part of my life. There's like a bunch of different factors that make up my childhood. There's Sonic the Hedgehog, there's Barney the Dinosaur, Power Rangers, and probably some cartoon. I didn't really grow up on anime, but those are the main things that make up my childhood, and Sonic has always been one of the biggest parts of that. My earliest memory was Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube, and I just remember playing that over and over and over again, all day long. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 2, Sonic Spinball every now and then, and from there it was Sonic Heroes, and then Shadow the Hedgehog, unfortunately, and then it was Sonic Colors, Sonic Unleashed, Generations, Lost World, Forces, and I've just been a Sonic fan ever since. He's like in my blood essentially. And when we found out that he would be getting a movie, we're not even going to talk about the original Sonic movie design. We're going to be talking about the fact that he has a film franchise now is something that's so crazy to me. To think that this franchise, this character that people were clowning on in the mid 2000s because okay, Sonic had dark years, of course. I'm not afraid to admit that Sonic has had some terrible times. He may still be in terrible times depending on how Sonic Frontiers turns out, but I've always loved this character and the games and his franchise. And the fact that he has a film franchise now that is setting the standard for what a video game movie should be is so wild to me. It is nothing that I would have ever imagined as a kid, and I'm so plowed. I'm so proud of this blue rodent. He's come so far since 1991, and it's absolutely amazing. Now, this painting right here was very interesting to me because I didn't do any warm-ups for it. I didn't do any initial pre-planning or anything. There were a bunch of different ideas that I had for Sonic Movie 2 in terms of what I wanted the piece to be. First off, the movie came out April 8th in America. I have seen it twice in the past few weeks. I saw it once with my partner and once with my best friend from kindergarten. And I loved it both times. Just both times were absolutely amazing. I was a little bit more harsh on it the first time because of the different human scenes and the wedding scene specifically, but on the second time I was able to lighten up a bit, and I enjoyed the movie for what it was, and especially the scenes that I didn't really enjoy the first time around. I thought the movie was very solid. Idris Elba as Knuckles is my favorite iteration of Knuckles. I was sitting there wondering how we've never had an African American play Knuckles up until this point. It's actually kind of crazy. But I've also said before to people that I haven't liked Knuckles' portrayal in the games since Sonic Heroes, just because of the over-flanderization of the character and what they did with him. But what they did with him in the movie was so perfect. He was serious. He meant business. He wasn't playing around. But at the same time, with him being so unaware of Earth and the different norms and what goes on, he came off a bit of a doofus. But it wasn't to where it was too much. It wasn't to where that was his whole character. He still maintained that same base attitude, and that's something that I've really wanted with Knuckles, is a character that's fun but knows when to be serious, and that's something I felt was missing since Sonic Boom came into the fray. And I thought he was absolutely amazing. Ben Schwartz did an amazing job as Sonic, of course. Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who of course was Tails in the games, was brought over to the movie, and she did an amazing job as Tails. And just the whole cast, all of them, even the human characters, James Marsden, I don't remember how to pronounce his name, Tika Sumter, all of them, they're all amazing. Jim Carrey, everyone was absolutely amazing in Sonic movie 2, and I cannot wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. It's going to be a day one purchase when it comes out on Blu-ray. I haven't really talked much about this painting. This painting was very interesting because I didn't do any pre-planning, and I wanted just to see and test it out as I was doing it. And once I was finished with Sonic, I was like, this is a good one. This is something that's going to be very nice, and I can't wait to finish it. And there was a point where I did start to rush it a little bit, just because I wanted to see how it would look finished, and I had to tell myself not to do that. And that was mainly when I was doing Tails. For some reason, when I was doing Tails in this painting, it took so long. I think there was a part early on that I was talking over, but there was a point where I did the base undercolor for Tails so dark, and I went in, stopped recording, and I changed the whole base color of Tails because it was not working. I was like, this has to be changed because the fur is not looking like it's supposed to. And it took a while. Tails absolutely took the longest out of all of them. I guess because of the fur, and also because he's yellow, and any artist can tell you, even when you're drawing with crayons, yellow is one of the hardest colors to work with just because of what it is. It's very bright, it's very apparent, and like I said, drawing with crayons, I remember when I was a kid and I would draw with the yellow crayon, they would break apart really easy, so much easier than any other color. And yellow is my favorite color, but it's very hard to work with depending on what you're doing. But eventually I was able to get it going, and I think it worked pretty well. Here in the video, Tails is a little bit too big, I think. I think I might have actually sized him down for the finished piece, but I'm very proud of the way that this came out, and I added a little bit of lightning and everything just to spice it up a bit. So there we have Ben Schwartz, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, and Idris Elba together. This is absolutely one of my favorite pieces that I've ever done, and I've been doing more and more Sonic the Hedgehog related pieces throughout this year so far, but this absolutely is probably my favorite one just because of how much Sonic Movie 2 means to me, and the way that this came out for what it was, being the first time I'm really branching into this more traditional, realistic looking way of portraying a character in my artwork. And I feel like they are faithful enough to the movie and the characters themselves. And again, this is a very personal, I guess, triumph for me. Not that I'm going to be doing this or this style all the time, but it's definitely something to where I know that I'll be able to do it from here on. That makes me feel really happy inside. And I hope that it makes other people feel happy inside as well. This piece took 2 hours. And normally a Sonic piece, a standard Sonic piece that I would make would take around an hour and a half. That will, just an hour really. An hour and a half is if something goes wrong, but this one took about 2 hours, which isn't too bad. I spent longer on pieces, but again, this is one that means a lot to me, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope everyone else is as well. Thank you guys for watching. There's going to be more Sonic videos throughout the year. I don't know how soon. I just make them whenever I feel like it. There's more Barney content coming as well. I'm scripting a few things, and I have some things in the works. My life is in a bit of a transitional period right now, so if things end up in a little hiccup, that's why. There's a lot of things that I've wanted to do, but I haven't been able to do because, you know, something comes up right after the other. So just bear with me. Stay tuned to my social media. I have Twitter, Instagram, YouTube community posts, all of that. So make sure you stay tuned to that, and I will let you guys know of what happens and what comes up and what to look out for. So yeah, so thank you guys again for checking out this video, and I hope that I will be able to see you guys. Let me try that again. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. See you. Thank you to Cameron, Chanel, Emilia, Junior the Hedgehog, Pizza King, Nerdy Disney, and the rest of my lovely patrons for supporting this stage.